Have you ever found yourself begging for love? Have you felt the humiliation of chasing someone who doesn't belong to you, begging for attention that never comes? It's time to break the cycle and take back your dignity. Love is a feeling that fills our lives with color, passion, and joy. However, when it becomes an obsession or a desperate search, it can become a source of pain and suffering. Begging for love from someone who doesn't give it to you is like trying to stop the waves of the sea with your own hands, a losing battle that will only lead to exhaustion and frustration. On this journey, we will delve into the nooks and crannies of love and relationships, guided by the wisdom of Stoicism. This ancient philosophy offers us a unique perspective to understand the nature of love, its challenges, and the rewards it offers. Along the way, we will examine how Stoic principles can help us navigate the complexities of human relationships. We will explore how to cultivate self-love, effective communication, and emotional resilience, essential elements for building long-lasting and satisfying relationships. We will also address the inevitable challenges that arise in relationships, from everyday disagreements to the deepest losses. We will learn to face these situations with stoicism, accepting what we cannot control and focusing our energy on what we can, our own reactions and behaviors. Get ready to embark on this journey of self-discovery and transformation, where Stoicism will illuminate the path to a fuller and more conscious love. In the vast ocean of human relationships, the search for genuine and fulfilling connections is akin to a sea voyage. On this journey, self-awareness, confidence, and self-esteem act as beacons that guide us to safe harbors, illuminating the path to deep and meaningful bonds. In the field of relationships, the search for the ideal partner, constant conquest, and absolute dedication are often romanticized concepts that, however, do not always lead to healthy and lasting relationships. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy with great relevance today, offers us a different perspective on love and the key to building meaningful relationships. Furthermore, it invites us to embark on a journey of self-discovery and personal growth. Every decision we make, every step we take, becomes a brush that paints the canvas of our destiny. We are the architects of our own existence, with the power to shape our path to wholeness. Like the stars that shine in the cosmos, we are in a constant process of evolution. Embracing our most authentic self, with its lights and shadows, allows us to connect with the essence of who we are. This authenticity, like a lighthouse in the night, attracts those who share our values and desires, giving rise to meaningful and lasting relationships. In this video, we will embark on a journey of self-discovery and strength through Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that teaches us to navigate the world of love with maturity, wisdom, and above all, self-love. Let's start with a thought-provoking quote. "He who loves himself has no rival." 1. Self-love is the foundation of a full and meaningful life. Those who love themselves do not seek external approval or validation from others, as they find their own worth within themselves. This deep self-confidence allows you to face life's challenges with courage and resilience and build healthy, long-lasting relationships. In essence, those who love themselves have no rival because they do not need to compete with anyone. He has reached a state of self-acceptance and fulfillment that makes him invulnerable to the opinions and criticisms of others. This self-love is not selfishness, but a deep understanding of your own value as a person. Instead of constantly seeking external approval, imagine yourself as the sun in your own emotional universe. Just as the sun radiates light and heat without having to seek it, you exude a confidence and self-assurance that attracts others naturally. This inner force acts as an irresistible gravitational attraction. Just as the moon effortlessly orbits the Earth, people are naturally drawn to your orbit. Your self-confidence becomes a beacon that illuminates your path and attracts those who seek their own light. Forget the need to beg or create unrealistic expectations. When you become the sun of your own emotional universe, attraction arises organically and authentically. People are inspired by your self-confidence and are motivated to raise their own level of vibration. 2. The impact of technology on relationships. In today's digital age, where the omnipresence of technology and social media seems to erect invisible walls between us, genuine human connection is threatened. Virtual interaction has become the norm, and a disturbing question arises. Is genuine human connection in danger? These elements have undoubtedly transformed the way we relate, but they have also introduced new challenges and complexities in building deep and meaningful bonds. While technology has facilitated communication and contact with people around the world, erasing physical and temporal barriers, there is a risk that this facility hinders face-to-face interaction, so essential for the development of empathy, understanding, and intimacy. The immediacy of text messages, calls, and video calls, while convenient, can deprive us of the richness of non-verbal communication, gestures, tone of voice, and body language, crucial elements for interpreting emotions and building solid relationships. Social media, on the other hand, presents a paradox. It allows us to connect with many people, but often on a superficial level. The pressure to show a perfect life and constant comparison with others can lead to feelings of dissatisfaction, anxiety, and isolation. Furthermore, the public nature of these platforms can lead to the exposure of our private lives and the leaking of personal information, which can negatively affect trust and security in relationships. However, it would be a mistake to deny the positive aspects that technology can bring to relationships. Digital tools can be excellent allies to maintain contact with loved ones who are far away, to share experiences and important moments, and even to meet people with similar interests. The key is to find a balance, to use technology consciously and responsibly, without it becoming a substitute for real and meaningful human interaction. It is our responsibility to navigate this new landscape intelligently, taking advantage of the advantages that technology offers without allowing it to get in the way of building deep and authentic connections with others. We must be aware of the risks and use digital tools responsibly, always prioritizing face-to-face interaction, non-verbal communication, and physical contact, essential elements to cultivate healthy and lasting relationships. 3. Consciousness and perception. Stoicism highlights the importance of awareness and perception, inviting us to be keen observers of our own experiences. By being present at the moment, we can identify the thoughts, emotions, and behaviors that underlie our relationship decisions. While Stoicism and ancient philosophy do not directly focus on romantic relationships, their teachings offer a valuable source of wisdom that can be applied to this fundamental aspect of life. By understanding the key principles of these traditions, we can cultivate healthier, more satisfying, and resilient relationships. Stoic philosophy can serve as a compass to navigate the complex world of relationships. Through its valuable principles, we can cultivate the ability to discern hidden patterns and understand the forces that influence our love choices. Living with a deep awareness of the environment that surrounds us and the events that unfold around us gives us invaluable power. The ability to make informed and timely decisions that bring us closer to achieving our dreams. Being conscious involves carefully observing the world around us, not just passively, but analyzing, interpreting, and understanding the different elements that make it up. This includes everything from the most tangible, such as people, objects, and events, to the most subtle, such as emotions, trends, and opportunities. By developing this awareness, we become active observers of our own lives. We are no longer mere spectators, but committed participants in the design of our destiny. We are able to identify patterns, anticipate changes, and take advantage of opportunities that arise along the way. This insight allows us to make better decisions when choosing a partner. Awareness gives us the tools necessary to successfully navigate the challenges and opportunities presented to us. On the path to love, we often let emotions dictate our decisions. However, I invite you to consider a more thoughtful approach, inspired by Stoic philosophy. The search for a partner based on logic and alignment of values. Remember, as the Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, that we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. In the context of relationships, this means listening not only to words, but also to actions and patterns. Instead of searching for a perfect partner or relying on mere superficial attractions, The Stoic perspective encourages us to find someone who resonates with our core values, someone who shares our vision of the world, our goals and aspirations, and who inspires us to be better people. It is about understanding the essence of a person beyond the superficial layers, to embark on a journey of understanding love. 4. Let's dispel the myth of love at first sight. Far from the idyllic image that fairy tales and romantic comedies present to us, love at first sight is nothing more than a myth. The idea that true love can arise instantly and uncontrollably, often based solely on physical attraction or an inexplicable connection, is a dangerous simplification that can lead to rash decisions and unhealthy relationships. While it is true that physical attraction and interpersonal chemistry can play an important role in the beginning of a relationship, true love is a much more complex and profound feeling that requires time, effort, and a deep knowledge of the other person. However, it is vital not to be fooled by such fantasies, whether they come from our own minds or are influenced by society. Love is not a capricious discovery. It does not arise by chance. It requires effort and commitment, such as preparing the land, sowing seeds, and constant watering. Just as a patient gardener observes the growth of flowers and fruits, love is nourished by attention and tenderness. It is strengthened over time with every kind gesture, every loving word, and every action that shows affection towards the other person. Just as a flourishing garden reflects the work and passion of the gardener, true love is the result of dedication, communication, and mutual respect. It is not a prize that falls from the sky, but a creation that is built day by day with care and dedication. In this cultivation process, you must be prepared to face pests and inclement weather, just as happens in a garden. However, with patience and perseverance, love can overcome difficulties and flourish with greater intensity. Challenging the myth of love at first sight does not mean denying the possibility of an instant connection. However, it is important to recognize that these types of connections are not a guarantee of true love, but rather a starting point to explore whether there is a real basis for a lasting relationship. Prioritizing the building of solid relationships based on mutual understanding and personal growth will allow us to find true and lasting love, beyond fleeting illusions and unrealistic expectations. 5. Genuine love or physical attraction. The destruction of true love, especially through betrayal, can be deeply painful. It is essential to distinguish between the obsession with genuine love and mere physical attraction. Blurring these lines can lead to toxic relationships and make it difficult to move on. It can be an insurmountable ordeal. Such confusion often results in deep and lasting emotional scars that trap people in a state of sadness for years or even a lifetime. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This is particularly true in matters of the heart. Love, at its essence, is a path of mutual growth and deep respect, not a mere fleeting moment of ephemeral passion. To embark on this transformative journey, it is essential to cultivate a clear mind and a solid perspective, away from the impulsive search for instant gratification. True love is not about two individuals merging into one, but about two souls accompanying each other in their individual growth. It is a process of constant learning, sharing experiences, supporting each other in difficult times and celebrating triumphs together. On this journey, each one contributes their own essence, their dreams and aspirations, enriching the relationship and strengthening the bond that unites them. This approach invites us to cultivate love as a life project, nurturing it with patience and care. This vision of love as a gradual process becomes even more relevant today. Abandoning the search for perfection and immediacy allows us to appreciate the beauty of growing together. It is a shared journey where each step, each experience, and each learning builds solid foundations for a lasting and meaningful relationship. Love requires time, effort, and dedication to thrive. It's about showering it with small gestures of care, cultivating honest and open communication, and celebrating shared moments, both big and small. In this process of mutual growth, patience becomes an invaluable virtue. It allows us to overcome obstacles with understanding and empathy, fostering a deeper and more resilient bond. Ultimately, This perspective reminds us that true love is not about a fleeting destiny, but about a path that is traveled together with a firm step and an open heart. This approach not only enriches our emotional well-being, but also aligns with the Stoic principle of living in harmony with nature, by allowing love to develop naturally without forcing or rushing it. True love, in its most genuine form, is about understanding, commitment, and deep appreciation. For another person's character and value is about admiring and valuing not only who your partner is, but also who they are evolving into. This is the cornerstone of a Stoic relationship, and indeed any healthy love relationship. Remember, your life is significantly influenced by the relationships you cultivate. This principle is universally applicable. It's crucial to remember that love isn't just about your partner, it's also about yourself. True love means loving another the same way you love and respect yourself, hoping that love will be reciprocated. Seneca, who once said that we suffer more often in imagination than in reality, taught that our emotions, including love, should be based on reality, not obsessive or unrealistic expectations. This aligns perfectly with our theme today: never beg for love, but instead cultivate a love that is natural, reciprocal, and based on mutual respect and understanding. Strive to build relationships where love flows naturally and is rooted in deep mutual understanding and appreciation. As a Stoic, remember to balance your emotions with wisdom, and let your relationships be a source of strength and peace of mind in your life. This is the path not only to a fulfilling love life, but also to a fulfilling life. 6. Reciprocity. Stoicism teaches us that reciprocity is about returning the good we receive by acting with justice and generosity. It is a reflection of the interconnectedness in which each individual is part of a larger community, and our actions must contribute to the collective well-being. This principle of reciprocity extends wonderfully to the realm of personal relationships, especially romantic ones. It is about expressing gratitude and recognition for what we receive from our partners, thus strengthening the bonds that are essential for a shared life. Imagine this as a dance of give and take, where each step is synchronized, creating a rhythm of mutual respect and appreciation. In the context of love, Stoicism offers a powerful lesson. Never ask for affection. Love, when it is true and deep, should be a mutual exchange and an honor shared between two souls. It is crucial to recognize your value and maintain self-respect. Stoic wisdom reminds us that we should never invest more into a relationship than we receive. It's not about keeping score, but about ensuring that love and effort are reciprocated. Remember the words of the Stoic philosopher Epictetus: "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." In relationships, this means listening to the needs of our partner and ourselves, making sure the balance between giving and receiving is maintained. If you find yourself in a situation where the balance of love is unbalanced and you give more than you receive, it is a sign that you should reevaluate the relationship. Preserving your dignity and recognizing when it is time to move on, even if it is painful, is essential for a healthy heart and mind. Stoicism is not about enduring suffering in silence. It is about understanding when to let go for your well-being. As we navigate the waters of love and relationships, let us embrace the Stoic virtue of reciprocity, ensuring that our connections are rooted in mutual respect, understanding, and balanced giving. Remember that true love is a two-way street and should always feel like an honor, never a burden. 7. Self-respect. In the realm of relationships, self-respect emerges as a guiding beacon that illuminates the path to genuine satisfaction and emotional resilience. Imagine yourself in a situation where happiness seems elusive and your partner's actions constantly cause pain. Persisting in such a scenario only prolongs your agony by gradually eroding the very essence of yourself as your inner light begins to dim under the shadow of unrequited love and care. In these moments, it is crucial to embrace love and self-respect, while recognizing the power and need to gracefully exit a relationship that no longer serves your well-being. Time, in its infinite wisdom, has a remarkable capacity to repair even the deepest emotions. The wounds and scars may remain silent witnesses, but they do not mean eternal damage. It is vital to understand that the power to induce change in another is not under our control. Our sphere of influence extends only to ourselves at such crossroads of life. Stoic philosophy offers a lantern of wisdom. Consider the words of Stoic philosopher Epictetus. We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. When faced with the immutable nature of another's unwillingness, Stoicism teaches us to shift our focus from the immutable. We must move forward with dignity and self-respect, and leave behind what no longer adds to your happiness, carrying forward only the lessons learned and the strength gained. Remember that you are much more than the sum of your emotions and temporary feelings. After the end of a relationship, you have the power to choose your response. Choose a posture of dignity by drawing from the experience deeper wisdom and better understanding of your journey through life. This approach not only resonates with the modern challenges of love and relationships, but also offers practical advice for navigating these complex emotional landscapes. 8. Look beyond the surface. In our journey to find a life partner, it is crucial to look beyond the surface, beyond mere physical attraction. Yes, physical beauty plays a role in relationships. It is a spark in the complex puzzle of love, but remember that it is temporary. As the Stoics taught us, external beauty is like a leaf in the wind, ever-changing and fleeting. Instead, focus on the lasting qualities, the inner beauty, the personality, the values that form the basis of a long-lasting and healthy relationship. Remember that youth and physical attractiveness will fade. If your relationship is anchored only in these, it will find itself adrift. In the future, look for a deeper connection that will stand the test of time. Remain firm and vibrant as the years go by. Do not get caught up in the pursuit of physical perfection, which is nothing more than a fleeting mirage shaped by the whims of society. You can't change the past, but you can imagine what your relationship would be like in a few years. Direct your energies toward finding someone who shines with intelligence, someone who can be your confidant, your advisor, your rock in turbulent times. Stoic philosophy teaches us to value wisdom and resilience. Look for a partner with whom you can imagine building a life and starting a family. Someone who offers you a sense of security and a shared purpose. This wisdom applies to everyone, regardless of gender. When choosing a life partner, look for lasting qualities that transcend physical beauty. Look for a bond that is deep, meaningful, and lasting. The Stoics believed that it is not external beauty, but the beauty of the soul that really matters. Let this be your guide, and you will find not only a partner, but a journey full of growth, understanding, and lasting love. 9. Nobody is perfect. Pursuing an idealized partner, like those often portrayed in romantic movies, can blind us to the real, meaningful connections we have right in front of us. It is a common trap to fixate on someone who may not share our feelings, and it leads us, in an effort to win their affection, down a path where we lose sight of our value and values. This pursuit not only consumes our time, but can also erode the very essence of who we are. Stoicism teaches us the importance of accepting what we cannot control. The feelings of others certainly fall into this category. We cannot and should not attempt to coerce or manipulate someone's emotions to match our own. This understanding is crucial to navigating the complexities of relationships. As renowned Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." In the context of love and relationships, this means recognizing and respecting the autonomy of others and our own. Let this be a reminder to you. Love should not be a battlefield where we fight for attention or validation, but rather it should be a mutual journey of growth and understanding. If you find yourself in a situation where your feelings are not reciprocated, take a step back and reflect. Remember that your value is not determined by another person's inability to recognize it. Adopt the Stoic principle of focusing on what is within your control, your actions, your mindset, and your journey towards a fulfilled life. By doing so, you open yourself up to genuine connections that enrich your life, rather than chasing an illusion that only leads to disappointment. 10. Face rejection. In the journey of life, especially in matters of the heart, it is crucial to remember that the world abounds with diverse individuals. When you face rejection, it is not a reflection of your inadequacy, but rather a mismatch of expectations or compatibility. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely said, "What matters is not what happens to you, but how you react to it." This rejection is not a loss, but an opportunity for introspection and growth. It is a sign that perhaps the alignment was not correct, and over time this understanding becomes clearer and more appreciated. Persist in your search for genuine connections, because the world is vast and there are many who will see and appreciate your true value. Your unique qualities and authenticity are treasures to someone who aligns with your spirit. Not achieving a connection with who you expected is not a setback, but rather a step forward that guides you closer to a yes that resonates in your soul. This yes is not just an acceptance, but a deep recognition of your value and a harmonious union that will enrich your life in our modern world, where connections can sometimes seem superficial. It is essential to stay true to yourself and not compromise your core values for the sake of acceptance. The right person will honor and celebrate your authenticity, so never beg for love. Instead, let your genuine self attract the love you deserve naturally. This approach not only aligns with the Stoic philosophy of focusing on what is within your control, but also ensures that the love you find is sincere. 11. Assuming the commitment of Stoic love. In ancient Rome, Emperor Marcus Aurelius and his wife Faustina stood as the beacon of mutual respect and admiration that embodied the essence of Stoic love. Their union was not just a marriage of convenience or status, but a deep partnership based on shared values and emotional strength. Marcus Aurelius, a paragon of wisdom and a devout Stoic, found in Faustina not only a wife, but a life partner whose mental and emotional strength matched his own. Their relationship was deeply rooted in the Stoic virtues of temperance, justice, courage, and wisdom. They were a testament to his commitment to these principles, both in ruling an empire and in nurturing their personal bond together. They faced the tumultuous waves of life with a calm, rational approach that embodied the Stoic ideal of gracefully facing adversity and challenges. From personal loss to political turmoil, they faced with a shared resilience. Marcus Aurelius, despite his imperial duties and personal pain, found unwavering support in Faustina. Their bond was strong enough to withstand rumors and challenges, displaying the Stoic virtues of moral courage and loyalty. This story of Marcus Aurelius and Faustina teaches us a vital lesson about love and relationships. From the Stoic perspective, it is a deliberate choice, a commitment to the character and integrity of another person. Instead of superficial attributes, it's about finding someone you're attracted to, not just physically or materially, but on a deeper, more meaningful level. As Stoics, we understand that the true value of a relationship lies in these lasting qualities. Seneca, who once said that we should love people not for how they look, but for who they are, echoes the essence of Marcus and Faustina's relationship. 12. Aligned values. As you navigate the complexities of love and relationships, remember to seek out a partner who resonates with your values and spirit. In the vast universe of human relationships, love appears as a complex and moving symphony. Embarking on this journey, questions arise about the ideal partner, the one who complements our soul and makes us vibrate in harmony. In this journey, it is essential to look for a company that resonates with our values and spirit. This means finding someone who shares our deepest convictions, those pillars that sustain our existence and guide our actions. This is not a superficial coincidence, but a deep connection that goes beyond common preferences or interests. It is the union of two souls that recognize each other in their essence, that embrace each other in their similarities, and are enriched by their differences. Imagine an orchestra where each instrument plays its unique melody, but together they create a captivating harmony. This is what a relationship with the ideal partner should be like. A dance of individualities that merge to create an authentic and lasting symphony of love. When looking for that person who makes your heart vibrate, don't settle for discordant notes or borrowed melodies. Look for someone who shares your rhythm, your tempo, and your passion for life. Choose someone who will support you through the storms of life, who values integrity and character above all else. This is the path to a full and lasting relationship that transcends the superficial and embraces the deep. Remember, in love and life, it is the depth of the bond, the alignment of virtues and mutual respect that truly matters. Let this be your guide to finding and cultivating a love that is both stoic and profound. Navigate with patience and attention through the complexities of love, and when you find that partner who resonates with your being, you will know that you have found the perfect melody for your heart. 13. Don't love too much. Life is precious. It is a priceless gift, overflowing with sweetness and happiness. It invites us to experience it fully. However, loving too much can limit our ability to enjoy its charms. It is essential to find a balance between passionate love and conscious appreciation of life. Loving intensely allows us to connect with the depth of emotions and enrich our experiences. But clinging to love excessively can generate jealousy, fears, and insecurities, clouding the beauty of life. The key lies in cultivating mature love based on mutual understanding, respect, and trust. A love that drives us to grow, to explore new possibilities, and to enjoy each other's company without losing ourselves. Remember that life is a fleeting journey, full of magical moments and unique opportunities. Don't let love, no matter how intense, stop you from savoring every moment and building unforgettable memories. The deeper the love, the greater the suffering. Excessive love can lead to losing yourself and ruining your life. In the end, you only torment yourself. Let me tell you a story. They were a cute, young couple. For 3 years, they walked the path of life together, enjoying every moment as if it were their last. Their connection was deep, a complicity that made them inseparable. Fate, however, had other plans. One day, the young man's job forced him to move to another city. The distance became an unexpected obstacle, but the young man promised to call her daily in the hope that the flame of their love would not go out despite the separation. The young man, true to his word, called her regularly. Their voices through the phone shortened the physical distance and kept the flame of their love alive. The hope of a reunion filled their hearts, fueling the hope of a future together. Calls became less frequent, communication became diluted until it was completely extinguished. The girl later discovered that he had become involved with someone else and wanted to end their relationship. She did everything she could to get him back, pleading with him between cries, calls, and texts, begging him to reconsider his decision. She traveled by train to the city where her boyfriend lived and waited at his house for several days, hoping to see him and clarify the situation. However, he never showed up. Disillusioned, she made the difficult decision to borrow money from a friend to buy a return ticket and move on with her life without looking back. She never saw him again. Loving too much can become an invisible cage that imprisons us in a cycle of pain and suffering. It stops being a pure feeling and becomes a heavy burden that prevents us from enjoying life and healthy relationships. Begging for love from another person is, in essence, begging for something we cannot control. It is surrendering to the power of the other and allowing them to trample on our dignity and self-esteem. This attitude only leads us to humiliation and even deeper pain. Do you think love is so magical that you would sacrifice your nature and dignity to have it? Only those who love themselves can receive the love of others. 14. Detachment. In the vast panorama of life, we will encounter a multitude of individuals, each leaving a mark on our path. However, not everyone is destined to accompany us to the end. Some will be fellow passengers, sharing fleeting moments and enriching experiences. Others will leave a deeper mark, forging bonds that will last over time. It is important to recognize that each encounter has its own meaning and value. The people who cross our path teach us, inspire us, and challenge us, helping us grow and evolve as people. We should be grateful for every interaction, whether brief or long-lasting. As we progress on our journey, some paths will separate and others will join. It is natural to feel sadness about saying goodbye to those who have been an important part of our lives. However, we must remember that these goodbyes also open the door to new experiences and connections. The most important thing is to appreciate the present and enjoy the company of those around us. The person you love with all your heart is a priceless gift and may be meant to be with you for a certain period, so no matter what, don't forget to love yourself. Everyone has a different definition of happiness and suffering. Don't measure the lives of others according to yours. Life is precious. Practice detachment that will strengthen you when a relationship must end. Today, we have explored the profound philosophy of Stoicism and its application in our modern lives, particularly in the area of love and relationships. Remember that true love and fulfilling relationships are not about conquests or unrealistic expectations, but about mutual respect, understanding, and growth. Stoicism offers us an alternative path to emotional liberation, inner peace, and building healthy, lasting relationships based on mutual respect and authenticity. By adopting a Stoic perspective, we learn to distinguish what is under our control from what is not. This frees us from frustration and resentment, allowing us to focus our energy on what we can change, our own attitudes and actions. In this way, Stoicism empowers us to choose our partners wisely and build healthy, lasting relationships. It teaches us to value honest communication, empathy, and mutual respect, fundamental pillars for harmonious coexistence. In essence, the application of Stoic principles in the field of relationships invites us to cultivate deep emotional intelligence. By understanding our own motivations and needs, we can more clearly navigate the complexities of love and build meaningful connections that enrich our lives. Surround yourself with positive people who support you, inspire you, and make you feel good about yourself. Be patient. True love may take time to come, but when it does, it is more valuable because it has been cultivated with maturity and authenticity. Enjoy the journey. Love is a path full of experiences, learning, and personal growth. Learn from each stage, even the most difficult ones, and trust that destiny will take you to the place where you deserve to be. I hope this journey enlightens you to discover the Stoic approach to love and relationships, characterized by emotional maturity, acceptance, and the pursuit of virtue. By integrating these principles into our lives, we can cultivate deeper, more meaningful, and resilient relationships, even in an ever-changing world. Thank you for joining me. If you liked our reflection today, give us a like and leave us your opinions in the comments. I'll wait for you in the next installment of Stoic Origins so that we can continue traveling together the timeless path of Stoic wisdom.